We're Mornings with Matt and Bob. We're powered by Chewy, and thanks to the fine people at Renegade Truck, renegadetruck.net. We are being filmed right now, and we're supposed to. I wanted to talk a little bit about the boldness of the re-rise of the 1950s that went on yesterday. Fairly, I hate to call it shocking because deep down, a lot of us know it's not a shock at all. But there is a part of me that is just absolutely shocked that folks would be so bold in their racism.
Texas wishes they could be there.
And I don't want to make light of it, but that's where we're supposed to go right now. And our good friend Tanya, who has been here
100 years.
Which doesn't make sense because she's only 20 years old.
I know.
Say baggies.
Tanya is in our sales department. Tanya, you may recognize her from having a man's hand up her crotch. And by that, I mean she was... No.
That's old.
I can't say anything about it?
No, it's just like 40 years ago. So
Nobody can even hear you. You're not even on a microphone.
Zip.
Man, you got shut down.
Well, then never mind. Now, I will say this. There wasn't a man's hand up her crotch. I take it back. I was going to make a joke about something else that she did, but I can't now. She's saying zip it. Zip it. But she's also appeared this morning with 4... What are all these boxes, Tanya? Can you give her a microphone? Because we can't hear her.
Get up.
in the morning.
Well, I got your email saying, guys, are you still prepared for the remote? We're handing out Next Evo, what are they called? Samples at the events. And you said, I hope you guys appreciate me. I'm stapling QR codes to samples. And I saw it this morning, and I do appreciate you.
And now I'm an injured reserve.
But also, it's part of your job, so I don't really give an F.
Yeah, but I'm hurt now, so I need
What
help.
is that?
I stabbed myself in the name of y'all. Do you see how... Look at these. See how many of these I have?
Oh, wow. You actually made I thought we weren't allowed to use the color copier anymore.
Oh, no. This is special. All of these have to be cut out. There's 3 on one
Use the
sheet.
microphone. I know you're afraid to put something long like that right up against your face.
Stop. So anyway, then they have to be stapled onto the samples, right?
Well, it's going to suck for whoever has to do that.
Well, guess what?
What?
It's you because I'm injured. I'm on injured reserve right now.
But we're doing
I wounded myself in the name of
Well,
the
what is
warranty.
that? It's one finger.
Do you want me to pull off my Band-Aid and show you the ugliness?
Oh, did you do like some nail damage, like something that...
Like, it was almost tragic.
That's what you get for
Almost
having
needed to
fashion
call
length.
911.
Now, that's not your masturbating hand, is it?
Here, I brought scissors.
I'm just going to shut up.
Anybody get an
I
answer to that?
brought
I didn't get an answer to
Don't
that.
cut me.
See, that's how I kept myself getting in the body. So anyway.
Cut away from you.
Tanya, we have some stuff in here from Taboo Lingerie if you need some help while your hand is injured.
Wait, these are the
You're a
free
giver,
samples?
Matt. Yes, look how awesome they
They
are.
get a 10-pack?
Seriously, the first
No, a
93
free sample
people,
is
how's
2.
that for being on brand?
Dang.
No,
This is a pack. This is the almost like the retail package.
I know. It's so awesome. Okay, so let me
This is 10 gummies in a pack.
Okay, hang on. We're getting confusing
All right.
on air. What's happening? You need us to help you do all the stapling?
Well, yeah, I'm hurt. Okay, so here's
She
the deal.
refuses
All right,
to
show
talk
us
on
the
the
I
drill.
brought you
microphone.
staplers.
This is a woman who will not listen to a man.
Do you
You're
have a
bringing us
stapler, Matt?
staplers as well?
This is the one that...
In the middle of the show. This is...
I'm super picky.
I know,
about
but we
the way
had
this goes
content
down.
that
You're
we
not
were-
picky about talking into the microphone, though. I'll tell you that.
So this is what I'm taking to Buck's backyard tonight
Yes, it
between
is.
6 and 8 for the Reverend Horton Heat Show. We're going to give everybody, while supplies last, 10 a sample pack of 10 Next Evo Naturals premium CBD gummies. Citrus flavor.
Real quickly, Tanya,
This one's going in my bag.
real quick. I just want you to pay attention because I know that your job is to sell stuff. But yeah, that microphone, you're talking into the man's
Sorry.
butthole right now. You're talking
You
into
know what?
the
Just
tank.
read my email on the air then, because then I won't have to talk and I can get organized.
I
Or you don't have to read it.
I don't know how to
Just
read.
pick out sections.
Will you give me
So, how
some-
many of these do we have to do?
Well,
Give me the flyer.
I have several for the entirety of concert series, right? Here's
Okay.
the flyer. I have several for the entirety of concert series, so I was doing the assembly line last night.
Wait, there's 2 things that have to be stapled on?
No, just one. Look.
What? This? What?
Okay, this is just a flyer for the table.
Yeah, give me the... Where's ours?
Here's your coupon, your branding coupon. I just handed
Ladies and gentlemen, give us just a second,
Okay, this is your branding
and
coupon.
we'll get our S together.
I'm super
Tanya.
picky about the way this goes down.
Tanya, I love you.
Love you, boy.
I'm just.
But
gonna
I'm
get
also
to work.
super picky about the audience. We're in the middle of a show.
I'm just getting to
Right,
work.
and that's why I wrote you a note explaining.
Well, I didn't read
what
the note.
went
I read
down.
the headline of the
And
email.
I was just going to come in here and dump some. Bob, you're doing it wrong.
Why?
Let me show you.
Tanya
Show him how to
Bailey.
do it. He doesn't know what he's
You
doing.
know what? This is the first time a woman's ever said that to me.
Still working on changing copy, and I saw Burning the Midnight Oil at KLBJ Rocks Austin, and that's as far as I read. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, keep going. It gets worse. It was 3 in the
Seriously,
morning.
no
I was-
joke. Been on a 24-hour nonstop morning show branding binge with the next Devo samples y'all are gifting to listeners at Buck Backyard Hotspot. Thrilled that our listeners have heard y'all preach about the efficacy. Oh my God! How hard your finger didn't hurt that bad? You wrote this is a novel.
I wrote it with my middle finger.
Wait a minute. We have to do two.
Equally stoked about hooking up a lucky listener with the next Devo Matt. This now reads like its own copy.
It was 3 in the morning.
Wait a minute. 2 staples in
How
each?
do you write this much? Do you? I don't get upset with me, Tanya.
I'm not.
You know I love you.
Love you more.
You and I have always got along. When I first
sure.
started here, you stopped me at a Nordstrom one time, and I barely knew who you are, and you were so sweet to me. And you were like, welcome aboard.
Wasn't faking either.
You were very nice to me, and I've always appreciated that. But I've also always imagined you to be someone who was passed out wine drunk by 10 p.m.
Oh, no.
11
10
p.m.?
a.m.
Yeah,
No.
10 a.m.?
No.
Are you going to tell me you don't drink wine?
Weekends. Just weekends.
So the fact that you're up at 3 a.m. writing all this, thrilled that our listeners have heard y'all preach about next day Evo. Are you getting paid for how many times you write the word next Evo in the emails to us?
No, I'm just wanting y'all to say it a bunch.
I have a
frankly.
practical question.
Bob, you're doing it wrong.
No, I'm not doing it wrong.
Listen to me. This is the front, and now you're covering up the front. And I'm super picky about this because I don't want to defame your logo right here.
Hang on a second, listeners.
And so
I got to
a
take 3.
staple goes on either side.
First of all,
she does help us make money, so I'm going to be nice
a
to her.
practical question.
But she's also a lunatic, so right
am
now I'm
not.
whispering. I didn't realize
can-
that you could hear me.
I can hear you.
I thought at your age you couldn't.
Can I
No.
use? Can I ask
I
you?
do say baggy stuff.
Can I ask a practical question before I go too far?
Yeah.
Does the company know we're using 2 staples per package?
You know what? These are stolen staples.
Oh, good. These microphones are hot.
Seems excessive to me.
Okay, and so the reason I put 2 on there is
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yes,
defame
deface
your
the logo.
logo, and it's going to be windy and cold and rainy and
Okay,
everything.
this is
I wanna make
actually
sure
kind of
it's on
nice.
there.
It starts with my project began. I'm looking at the cute pictures of y'all on the sample coupon offers and posters and saying to myself, look how handsome and cute the guys look. 1,000 coupons later, it's getting creepy having y'all stare at me with what feels like a condescending glare. As a result of said creep out factor combined with exhaustion, I accidentally stabbed my finger with the scissors. Cutting your pictures, my labor of love is over. I'm so done. We have no interns currently, no one on injured reserve. My question to you two is, can I come? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see this and I didn't read it and I didn't respond to it. I'll be down during your 9 o'clock break to deliver your supplies. Pete's out, your sister, Tanya. P.S. Chewy gets a hall pass on all the next Evo arts and crafts activities.
Why?
Just because I said so. She's like, she knew it. She knew you would ask why.
I knew he'd ask. Don't ask Rosa either.
And she says, I would not even dare to consider asking Rosa, and you all shouldn't either. This email has been scanned by the Barracuda Network's email security service.
Oh, well, that's good to
Tanya
know.
Bailey, senior marketing consultant.
Ooh.
I'm going to give you a shout out because of your dedication. If you're out there and you have a business and you'd like to advertise on our show, maybe reach out to Tanya Bailey. She's a senior marketing consultant.
Correct. Quit laughing while you say that. Quit laughing while you say that. It's on my business card.
And you can reach out to her at tbailey@klbjfm.com. Look at the extra mile she goes.
She's up at 3 o'clock in the morning stapling your picture on next Evo packets.
I've got 4 done.
Okay,
Now,
good.
don't staple through the sack.
No, not. You got to do it at the top.
At
That's
the
why I said
top
I'm
on the
That's
ridge.
a
I'm
chicky
doing.
way about the way I do it, right?
And we have to do this. How many of these do you need? And why can they?
I have many. Just
and
keep
there's
stapling.
nobody. It's
Keep
Good
stapling.
Friday. There's nobody in the building.
Keep stapling. That's why you're helping me. I'm
I've already got
insured. I already told you.
stapler's cramp.
Oh,
I don't think I'm going to get workman's comp out of this deal. So,
Well, Tanya, I was going to ask you about this. You were in high school when desegregation happened, right?
I guess
I don't know why I'm being so mean to you this morning.
because I've been up all night and you think it's funny.
Well, yeah, that's part to do with it.
Well, let me tell you about the good part about this next Evo goodness.
I
Right
can't
here.
believe they're
we
giving-
can't now. You can't come in here and turn a segment into a 45-minute live read.
A little bit just did. So anyway, we have this packet here for the first 93 people that
Okay.
come. You get the good stuff. If
Okay.
you're 94 or 95, wah.
Oh, but you still
You
have
get
stuff. We still
one.
have. Okay, but we still have stuff for them. Okay.
Yeah, we still have stuff for 'em.
We have big ass
But
prizes.
the Cadillac for the first 93, and then the non-grand
Okay,
prize.
I promise you we'll do all this.
Okay, thank you.
But can I skedaddle
Don't
you out of the room
overpromise.
so we can go on and do
I'm
our? Or
leaving.
can I make you be quiet for a little bit?
I'll be quiet.
She's basically telling us she's not leaving.
No, I am.
You're afraid that we won't do it if you leave because there's things you do like send us emails that we don't read
Yeah.
and you frequently ask us stuff and then you have to track us down the hallway because we love you but we're not that responsive to sales sometimes.
You just nailed it. Yeah. That's kind of how it goes down.
Okay, we're just going to do a little bit of show. You can sit here and watch
And a
us.
whole lot of stapling.
You can be amazed.
Bob, you're doing a really good job.
Thank
And
you.
Bob's lining it up perfectly.
That's what
Matt,
she
I haven't
said.
seen your stapler in action yet.
Well, it's because I haven't stapled it. Here's the thing.
He's got
It's funny. It's as funny as it may seem to you. I don't know if, and I will say most of the sales department doesn't seem to understand that there is a product that the building puts out, which is called radio. And I know most of you think that this building just does sales because I've gotten the attitude and I understand what's happening. But the fact is, we also have a product we have to put out to people. They're out there listening. Jesus Christ Almighty!
Well played.
Don't tell anyone I stole one.
I'll do like 2 or 3 of these boxes. I will.
Okay, you're a giver.
And that's enough for tonight. And then we can do some more tomorrow or something.
Okay, you're a giver.
I just don't. This seems.
Bob, you're really working like an assembly line kind of guy.
Well, you know,
I'm
I
super
can't.
proud
I'm
of
not
you.
going to do the story
My
from
mom used to
Tennessee
work in
because we
factories.
can't do the. We can't. We'll save it for later. But I can't do it justice. If you don't know, go to any of the 24-hour news cycles. Don't get near me. I'm mad at you right now.
just giving you
The 24 hours news cycles. This is. It's horrendous what has happened. There was a shooting that happened in Tennessee. 6 people are killed. Protesters showed up saying it's time we do something. Something has to be done about guns. They weren't demanding banning guns or anything. They were just protesters. 3 of the lawmakers joined the protesters as a sign of solidarity and camaraderie. They voted to remove those lawmakers, which is nuts that they would join their constituents and then they would be punished for that. But here's the thing. The 3 people that joined the protest, 2 black men, a white woman. They voted to remove the 2 black men, but did not vote to remove the white lawmaker. Generally, sometimes you think, well, maybe if I'm going to try to use an open mind, maybe there's more to the story here. I don't think there is. I think Tennessee has just decided to completely lean into their history with the rebel flag.
I
and
never
what have you.
saw that. I never saw Tennessee in that light before.
Bob,
I know they're south of the Mason-Nixon line or whatever, but I always saw Tennessee as the
Bob,
bastion of...
Do you know that thing that they call the Confederate flag that isn't actually the flag of the
Yeah,
Confederacy? It's
right.
the orange flag with the stars and bars?
Yeah.
That's the Tennessee flag during the Confederacy.
Well, see,
that's
you
their
learn.
battle flag.
You learn something every
It
day.
still was on the Tennessee state flag until very recently.
Right. I should have known. I just thought it was...
I know. I was married to somebody from Tennessee.
Tennessee.
In my
Was he-
first life.
Was he a good dude?
Yeah.
I knew him.
Yeah.
I can
Remember, you almost
see
got
your
the fight,
face.
The muscular dystrophy thing.
Okay, let's go to... we cannot do justice to that topic
I'm
while we're
cramping up.
stapling all this stuff.
My wrist is cramping.
So please excuse us, but we're going to move to something stupider. A man could be sentenced to 5 years in prison after texting his ex-girlfriend 815 times in 2 days.
Yeah, that's excessive.
It's not only excessive, but is any...
Stalky.
How hot could she have been? 815 times in 2 days. You ever lost your mind, Chewy, after a breakup and done something crazy? I don't have any of those
obsessed.
things to staple.
Baby, please, baby, please.
I've obsessed over women, but I've only thought about texting them 5,000 and something times. I never actually did it.
Here's where I'm fortunate, is that I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I might have done something like that, and I won't ever be in trouble for it because texting wasn't as...
I also don't double text. You don't respond. That's it. Our relationship's over.
When I was still dating before I got married, you still had to have a texting program or whatever. You had to pay for a texting plan. Mm-hmm. So you were paying per text. So you wouldn't have texted somebody that much because it cost you too much money. There's no Staples in here, young lady.
Okay. Let me get you.
Way to bring me a Staple. No, I'm out of it. I tried to do it. There's no Staples.
We gave it as well.
Derek Wayne Bowers, 41, was indicted on one count of stalking by a federal grand jury in Martinsburg. Where is Martinsburg? Please be in Tennessee. His ex-girlfriend of Morgan County is alleged to have received 815 calls in 48 hours from Bowers, while also receiving thousands upon thousands of harassing text messages over a several-month period. Okay, the headline is off. Bowers is alleged to have used social media posts to embarrass his then ex-girlfriend and interfere with his livelihood. God,
that's a problem.
It's a problem, but it's also embarrassing behavior. I lost my ass though over an ex one time, and I took all the stuff that was at my house, and I very passive aggressively put it in a bag, and then took it to her house, and then left it on her porch. Which, as an adult now, I'm mortified and embarrassed that I did, because it's not a cry for help, young lady. Still use the microphone. What it is it's a simp move. It's letting somebody know how hard they're winning. That's the other thing. You think you're getting them, like, you made promises to me and you didn't uphold them. But what you're really doing is telling the other person, I'm crushed and you win, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you've got to just stay away.
Can I take a breather and get a drink of water?
No, look, we have a show. I'm going to ask you a favor, honestly. Don't turn me, because you guys are going to do that thing where you say, well, Matt's a jerk, and you always...
No, break time.
Congratulations, Tanya. You took up an entire break.
And then we're going to talk to Howie Mandel.